99% of men miss these subtle hints of a woman's sexual interest. Hey there, it's Anna. You know what? When it comes to sexual attraction, the most telling signs are often the most subtlest ones. 99% of men will unfortunately overlook these crucial hints of a woman's sexual interest. So today we're going to change things. We will uncover the hidden language of desire that many women express but most men fail to notice. From the way she engages in conversations to those fleeting physical gestures, we are decoding it all. And by the end of this video, you will be part of that exclusive 1% who truly understands and recognizes the signs of a woman's deep interest. So let's get started. Asking about your bedroom. Inquiries about your bedroom or your sleeping habits can be a clever and subtle way of steering the conversation towards more intimate topics. This could include questions about how you like to sleep, the type of bedding you prefer, or even the layout of your bedroom. Now, these questions may seem innocent on the surface, oh yeah, but they can be loaded with underlying sexual connotations. It's her way of introducing the idea of intimacy and comfort and seeing how you respond to such personal inquiries. Whispering for no reason. If she leans in to whisper something to you, even when the setting doesn't necessarily require it, she's creating a moment of closeness. This act breaks down the physical barriers and allows for an intimate form of communication. It's not just about what is being said, it's about the closeness, the shared private space, and the opportunity for your faces to be near each other. Now, this can be a powerful indication of her interest, especially if accompanied by other flirtatious gestures. Prolonged accidental touching. This is a classic and often overlooked sign of sexual interest. When a woman allows her hand to linger on yours for a little bit longer than what would be considered casual, or she frequently brushes against you seemingly by accident, it's a strong indicator of attraction. While these touches can appear accidental, they are often intentional, and they are a way to gauge your reaction and comfort level with physical contact. It's a subtle yet clear way of expressing interest without overtly stating it. Intentional isolation. When a woman finds reasons to get you alone away from the group, it's often a sign that she's interested in you on a more personal level. These instances provide opportunities for more intimate conversations and interactions that aren't possible in a group setting. Whether it's asking for your help with something away from the crowd or suggesting a quick walk away from the party, these actions are ways to create personal spaces where she can express her interest more freely. Frequent comments on her own lips. When a woman frequently draws attention to her lips, it's often more than just about lip care. Whether she is frequently applying lip gloss in your presence or making comments about her lips, she is certainly highlighting one of the more central aspects of her body. Lips are often associated with intimacy, and her drawing attention to them can be a non-verbal cue of her interest. This act can be particularly suggestive if she maintains eye contact while doing so, if the action seems intended to draw your gaze. Suggestive laughter. Laughter can be a powerful tool in flirtation, and a certain kind of laughter following flirtatious statements or double entendres can be a telltale sign of sexual interest. This isn't just about finding something genuinely funny, it's about creating a shared moment of intimacy. When her laughter seems to have a suggestive undertone, especially following a statement that could be interpreted as flirtatious, it's likely a signal of her interest. Now, the key is in the tone of the laughter and the context in which it occurs. Close physical proximity. One of the more direct hints is when a woman consistently stands or sits unusually close to you, invading what would generally be considered personal space. This closeness allows for more opportunities for incidental touches and creates a sense of intimacy. It's a way of non-verbally expressing her comfort and interest in being near you. This behavior, especially if it is a departure from how she interacts with others, is a strong indicator of attraction. Playing footsies underneath the table, especially when it seems intentional and recurring, is a clear flirtatious gesture. It's a way of engaging in physical contact that's subtle yet intimate. This action, often coupled with a playful or flirtatious look, is her way of testing the waters to see how you react to such close and intimate contact. It's a sign that she's comfortable with you and is interested in escalating the level of intimacy in a playful, non-verbal manner. Detailed compliments. When a woman gives you very specific compliments that feel more intimate than general praise, it's often a subtle sign of her sexual interest. These compliments can range from noting the attractiveness of your eyes to the way your hands look or move. Such details suggest she's paying close attention to your physical attributes and is comfortable expressing her appreciation. The specificity of these compliments indicates a deeper level of observation and interest, which is often beyond mere politeness or casual conversation. Looking at your lips. A woman frequently glancing down at your lips during a conversation is a significant subconscious cue of her interest. Now, this action indicates that she's thinking about your lips in a more intimate context. It's an unspoken way of expressing what's on her mind without actually verbally articulating it. So when noticed in conjunction with other flirtatious behaviors, this can be a strong indicator of her attraction and interest in a more intimate connection. Subtle biting or licking of her lips. Now, the act of a woman subtly biting or licking her lips while in conversation with you is a classic sign of arousal. This gesture is often done subconsciously and is her way of drawing attention to her lips, signaling her interest in a kiss or deeper intimacy. This action can be particularly telling if it's accompanied by sustained eye contact or just happens to be in moments of suggestive conversations. Sitting with legs crossed towards you. The way a woman positions her body can reveal a lot about her interest. When she sits with her legs crossed towards you, it's often a subconscious sign of attraction, and this posture not only makes her appear more open and engaged in the interaction, but also subtly points her body in your direction, indicating where her attention lies. This body language is part of a larger pattern of nonverbal cues that, when combined, signal a strong interest in you. Adjusting her clothing. When a woman subtly adjusts her clothing in your presence, particularly in ways that might reveal or suggest more than usual, it can be a subtle hint of her sexual interest. This behavior can range from rearranging her skirt to casually opening a few more buttons on her blouse. It's a non-verbal way of drawing attention to her body and can be particularly telling if it seems intentional and is accompanied by eye contact or a smile. This adjustment often indicates a comfort with her own sexuality and a desire to be seen as attractive by you. Revealing personal details. A woman sharing intimate details about her life, her preferences, her experiences is an indicator of her trust in you and a desire to deepen the connection. This can include topics like past relationships, her personal fantasies, or her emotional vulnerabilities. When these revelations are made in a more intimate setting, such as a quiet corner or a cafe, or in a private conversation, they can signal a willingness to open up on a level that goes beyond mere friendship, often hinting at sexual interest. Inviting you to her place. An invitation to her place, especially under casual or seemingly innocuous pretexts, can be a significant hint of her sexual interest. This could be anything from inviting you over to help with a simple task, to watch a movie, or to try out a recipe. The key here is the context and how she presents the invitation. If it's coupled with flirtatious behavior or happens after a series of suggestive interactions, it's likely more than just a friendly invite. Accidentally sending suggestive messages. If a woman sends you texts that are flirtatious or borderline suggestive and then brushes them off as a joke or accidents, it might be a way of just testing the waters to gauge your reaction. These accidental messages can include risque jokes, ambiguous statements, or even an unexpected flirty selfie. The way she handles the aftermath of such messages, often playing off lightly or waiting to see how you respond, can indicate a playful yet genuine interest in exploring a more intimate relationship. Openness to your touch. When a woman responds positively to your casual touches, it can be a subtle hint of her sexual interest. For instance, if you touch her arm during a conversation and she doesn't shy away, or if she leans in towards you with a gentle pat on the back, these are signs of her comfort and possible attraction to you. She might also initiate slight physical contact herself or reciprocate your touches, indicating she's comfortable with the closeness between you two. Telling you she's cold. Yeah, if a woman tells you she's cold, it can often be more than just a statement about the temperature. It might be a strategic move to get you to offer your jacket or to move closer to her, thereby creating a perfect opportunity for physical connection. This gesture is classic yet subtle, and it can be served as a pretext to gauge your willingness, to provide comfort, and to establish a closer physical proximity. Regularly bringing up sexual topics. Frequent steering of the conversation towards sexual topics or making sexual jokes can be a significant indicator of a woman's sexual interest. If she seems comfortable discussing sexuality, shares her views on sexual matters, or even asks you about your sexual preferences, these can be her ways of expressing a more than platonic interest. It's a hint that she's open to exploring sexual topics and possibly more with you. Sudden interest in your workout routine. When a woman starts showing a sudden interest in your workout routine or starts to comment on your physique, it can be a sign of sexual attraction. Inquiring about your exercise habits or complimenting your strength or body shape can be her way of indicating she finds your physical attributes attractive. And of course, this type of conversation can be a pretext for discussing physicality and health, topics that are often associated with sexual attraction. Mastered understanding her subtle hints? Well, take the next step. Discover the things that girls say when flirting with you, or learn the best compliments to give women. Thanks for joining us. Please like, share your experiences, and subscribe for more.